Hey guys, this is Jaden Storm, counter Team Shadow Strike with another clan discussion video, and today I'm going to be talking about another clan because as my first clan discussion I talked about Royal Paladin. It was suggested to me by Kaiser Gray RS, and I said in the video that if I got 10 thumbs up on it, I would continue to do so, and I will continue to do so as long as this one gets 10 thumbs up. I will make another one. So today we're going to be talking about a clan that we've all have come across at least once, or that we play personally. It's one of the original clans. It's the main clan of Toshiki Kai, and that is the Kagero clan. The Kagero clan is by far one of my top 3 favorites. I genuinely like playing the Kagero decks because I've always loved dragons. I love dragon art. As you can tell, I made sure to wear a dragon shirt when I did this video. If, I have dragon statues in my room, or little bronze statues, sculptures, pictures. I mean, I just love dragons. I've always loved how they look. Dragons, skulls, and wings. That's always been my thing. I've always loved dragon art, and in Yu-Gi-Oh! I played a lot of dragon cards, but then when I came to Vanguard and I saw just how beautiful the artwork was, I was amazed with just how beautiful the artwork was in Vanguard, and it just seems to get better and better. And so, the Kagero clan is one of those clans that I'll enjoy playing because I love dragons. So let's just talk about, for a minute, where Kagero came from. Originally, it's fair to say the original Kagero card, Dragonic Overlord. We saw this in the opening scene of the opening episode. It was the third creature we ever saw on the show. The first being Juggernaut Maximum, the second one being the Dragon Knight Nahalem, and then the third being Dragonic Overlord. When you were very first watching that episode, I don't think you thought for a half a second that the Kagero clan would be much better or exponentially better than any other clan out there, and we were wrong. The Kagero clan is one of the clans that has the most boss monsters out there that they just have to select. It's not like with some clans where they might have a clear-cut leader as their best boss monster, according to some people. But then you look at the Kagero and it's just like, okay, where do I start? So I'm going to show you just some cards that we've seen over the time. First we saw this. And then when set 5 rolled around, we saw this, Dragonic Overlord the End. It was stupid, this deck, guys. I mean, the Kagero clan, this alone could define the Kagero clan. It is Dragonic Overlord the End. We all know what this thing does. Counterblast 2, drop a copy, stand back up. And it was revolutionary when this card came out in the game, because there was no Vanguard that restood itself while maintaining the twin drive. So it's and by itself, by its own effect. It's very I remember playing this deck, and if you were able to draw properly with this deck, it literally just at times your opponent would run out of resources, and they just lose because that 13k body, and if you had a bar behind him, he just kept swinging for 21, and when your opponent finally decided, okay, I'll let him hit me, and then your opponent probably did something similar to this, which is they're like, please don't twin drive a copy at the end, or have one in your hand, and then all of a sudden your opponent would go, activate the end skill, and then your opponent would go, fuck! That is what the end does. He just mind fucks your opponent. And then when we thought the end was going out, then this guy came out, Dauntless Drive Dragon. He was the break ride for the Kagero clan that we saw. That pretty much said, okay, the two of us together, we can now guarantee you 2 attacks. Because if you break ride the end on top of Dauntless, he's going to gain plus 10,000 power, and then after the attack, whether it hits or not, all you have to do is discard 3 cards from your hand, and he stands back up. And then for that second attack, if you attack with the end and the second attack hits, you then can use the end's ability to counterblast 2 and stand him up again. So, that is just this is what Dauntless provide. As soon as we entered the world of, or the realm of break rides, we thought, okay, maybe the end will disappear. But then they're like, hey, here's Dauntless. Hey, End, you're still in the game. We saw more people playing the End with Dauntless and less people playing it with Dragonic Overlord, for the simple fact being that you were now guaranteed 2 attacks with the break ride. You just were sacrificing that 13k body. But it's not like you were still losing out on quite a bit. Guaranteeing your Vanguard has 2 attacks whenever you break ride is pretty amazing. And then, just when you thought Kagero can't get any stupider, this card came out. Dragonic Novelle Vague. And I know, Transcendence Dragon Dragonic Novelle Vague. This game doesn't have an Arceus or a god. This is probably it. Guys, I will get more into Transcendent Vague when I do the deck profile. But let me just highlight him for a second. It's not his limit break that makes him good. It's not. It's literally there in case you want to do it. These are the 2 skills with this card that you really need. That is the reason he's fucking stupid. During your turn, all of your opponent's trigger effects are nullified. That means, say I'm attacking you, and you take a damage, and you are getting ready to take that 6 damage, and you're like, I need a heal trigger! Yes! Heal trigger! I'm still in the game! Well, he just says, no you're not, I just beat you, eat a dick, you lose anyway, fuck your couch. That is what Vague's one of his many effects say. That literally just says, during your turn, your trigger effects don't mean nothing. You don't get to gain the plus 5,000 power when you damage check them. You don't get to activate their effects, where if you were to get a stand trigger, you don't get to stand anything, you will not get to draw anything, and you will not heal anything. It literally just says, if you take the attack, you will take damage, and you will gain absolutely nothing out of it, except having another card in the damage zone. And then his other ability that it makes him stupid. During the battle that this unit attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot call grade 0 units from your hand to the Guardian Circle. Who does that sound like? Oh yeah, Silent Tom. So Bushiroad in their infinite wisdom said, let's take a dragon. So they said, let's take Dragonic Overlord and Silent Tom, make them have freaky hump sex, so and that's what you get. You get this. You get a dragon that just says, okay, during your turn, you cannot guard with a grade 0 unit, and your triggers mean jack shit. So either take the damage, or nullify it with a perfect guard. That is the only way that you're going to protect yourself. Because this thing is a continuous, look at that guys, 13k. So if they have say they have a bar behind it, that is 21,000. Most Vanguards are 11k. So if you can't guard with a grade 0 unit and you don't use a perfect guard, you have to lay down 3 grade 1, grade 2s, or a grade 0 draw trigger, 3 of those 3 cards, just to say 1 to pass. That is a 15k pass, so that'd be a 26 to a 21. That is unheard of. That means in order for a 2 to pass, you gotta lay down 20,000 points of shield in grade 2s, 1s, or draw triggers. That is stupid. And now all you do is instead of using the End with Dauntless, you use Transcendence. So when you break ride, okay, I'm going to attack for 23, stand back up, now I'm going to attack for something in the 30s. So Kagero has so much available to it. When someone looks at the Kagero clan, like say you are interested in coming into the game, and you're like, ooh, dragons, so I'm going to go to the dragon clans. Okay, so I'm going to go to Kagero. Kagero has so much available to it, and sometimes it's almost hilarious. And now, 2 things we haven't got yet is the cross ride for Dauntless, and that's definitely another amazing card for Kagero. So we're going to get a cross-ride of Dauntless. And we're in set 15, we're getting... Where did he go? We're getting a new Dragonic Overlord that is a brake ride with a badass picture, I'll admit. And we're getting that. That is Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth. It's basically the end touched by Link Joker. You know, everything I just told you is proof that you could make the argument that Kagero is the strongest clan in the game. A while ago, I made a video, and it was called The Strongest Clans in Vanguard, and I ranked Kagero as #1, and I stand by that. Kagero has so much available to it, guys. It is insane. It has all of these cards I just showed you. It has a dominant Dauntless Dragon that comes out in set 14 that is just stupid. And then in set 15, we get a new Kagero Break Ride in a reprint of Dragonic Overlord. And we get Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth. You know, these 5 cards right here. Well, 4 cards, taking out Silent Tom. These 4 cards, plus those 2 I just mentioned, that is 6 potential boss monsters that just make this deck stupid. And then think about this, guys. Set 17 for Vanguard has announced the Perdition Dragons that Kai is going to be using in Season 4. We don't know what those do yet. And considering everything they've given Kagero in the past, and this Season 4, they seem to be taking old abilities and giving them to new cards with the new spin, I'm kind of scared to say, okay, what are they going to do for the Perdition Dragons? Are they going to be like the End? Are they going to be like Dauntless? Are they going to be like Dauntless Reverse? Is it going to be more like Vague? It's kind of scary to think, okay, what else can Kagero have? We have all these different units that literally just say, I'm going to pulverize you. The Kagero clan, it started out as a simple clan that retired units. Like we saw Dragon Mage Kimnara, we saw things like Berserk Dragon. People originally was using Dragonic Overlord's second skill a lot more, where you counterblasted 3, and if his attack destroyed a rear guard, he stood back up. It was things like that. This is where Kagero started, where it came as, I'm going to just destroy your field and take it apart as quickly as possible. And then it started to turn into, I'm just going to grab, the biggest stick I can find and just start beating the shit out of you with it, whether that be Dragonic Overlord, whether that be Vague, whether that eventually be the Rebirth. There is just so many choices that you can make in Kagero. So, I really don't know what else to say about Kagero, guys. I think these 4 cards and the other 2 that I mentioned, Dominant Dauntless Reverse, and the Rebirth, speaks for themselves. Kagero, there's really not much else to say. It is literally a powerhouse clan. It has the power to literally just run you over, and it has the ability to sit and pick off your field if that's what they want to do. There are very few clans in this game that can go both aggro and control, and Kagero is one of them. Aggro being, I'm just going to go straight forward and just try and kill you as quick as possible, and then you have your control, which is where I'm going to just put my hands around your neck and slowly start squeezing the life out of you. So, that's pretty much all there is to say about Kagero, guys. There's no big secret that Kagero is one of the best clans in the game, and it's pretty easy to say that it's pretty easy to agree with me in saying that it is probably the best clan there is. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this clan discussion video. If you have any more questions about the Kagero clan, feel free in the comment section below to leave some feedback. If there's something in these discussion videos you would like me to cover, maybe like budget deck options with this clan or something like that, you can. As a matter of fact, I'll talk about that real quick. If you want to do a budget Kagero deck, the Cruel Dragon that just came in the extra booster with this guy is pretty decent. I've played against a pretty decent deck that my friend Sam played against me with last weekend at my locals. That's a pretty good deck. I'll try and get a deck profile of that maybe from someone else at my locals. If you guys would like me to talk more about budget ideas for clans when I'm doing these discussion videos in the past, please in the comment section below someone tell me that. And that way next time I do one of these, I'm prepared for that. If you tell me more of what you want me to talk about in these discussion videos as opposed to just telling you kind of a brief history of the clan, what the clan does in general, and just some of the powerhouses that deck can push out. All you got to do is ask and tell me what you want, and I'll do my best to get it to you. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video. 10 thumbs up means I continue. So I'll see you later, guys, and happy 4th of July.